whites. I'm gonna avoid using too many blacks here because by avoiding using blacks, that's gonna push it back as well because of perspective. So I'm just gonna work with basically like a dark color and a darker color. And then as I come towards the front, then I start rendering the whole thing out with like full blacks and everything else. You'll notice how it progressively gets lighter as it comes towards the foreground. That's my goal. And you wanna pay attention to that kind of stuff, you know. It's something that I was actually going through my work the other day, and you know, because I've been obviously like I have to start making content for you guys, and you know, to teach you from my own mistakes and from my successes as well, right? So I didn't notice that I was missing out on something. I was not taking account foreground and background into a lot of my pieces, and I was outlining things in the background that needed to be more blurry. So a lot of the pieces were looking, even though they look good because they look clean, they were looking a bit flat. When I was, you know, criticizing the work and looking for those mistakes, I realized that, like, man, I could have made the background more loose in a lot of these pieces, and that would have created more depth. And that's something that I'm trying to take into account here, especially if, I don't know if you noticed, I did it with the hat, and now I'm doing it with the smoke, so I'm kind of just blurring it out as it goes backwards. So I'm gonna start working now on some of these dollar bills. Actually, I'm gonna finish this right here, and then I'm going to start working on the dollar bills because that's gonna help me put everything else into perspective as well. So I'm gonna work on this just to make sure that I know where I'm going. I know this is gonna be relatively dark anyways, but I might start bringing some light into this area. So here we're gonna start bringing a little bit more light. Okay, and now I'm gonna shift my attention to these dollar bills right here, just to make sure that once I finish this one, then I'll be able to, once I finish this too, then I can work on the rest of the smoke, and then I can go back and start putting some light tones in some of the areas. So to access our free tutorials, go to chrissage.com/education.